Stop right there. Thinking of dropping 50 grand on a kitchen remodel before selling? You might get zero ROI, and I'm about to show you 10 upgrades that waste your money every single time. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Neelam from Seattle metro area since 2016. I have watched sellers lose thousands on these Pinterest upgrades that buyers ignore. Stick around, this could save you a fortune. Why most upgrades fail? First, the reality check. Remodeling Magazine's 2025 cost versus value report shows you recoup just 52% on average on major projects nationwide. That's huge. Buyers aren't paying for your luxury. They want move-in ready at the right price. Let that sink in. Let's break down the worst offenders. At number 1, the over-personalized dream kitchen, a 60 to 80K disaster. Bold blue cabinets, waterfall quartz edges, brass everything. Photographs great, but does not translate into more equity. I love a beautiful kitchen myself as much as anyone. I have walked into so many homes where sellers spent fortune on a fully custom kitchen a year before listing, only for buyers to say, I might change this backsplash and these cabinets. If your existing kitchen is functional, clean and not falling apart, a full gut renovation right before selling almost never pays off. You will be lucky to recoup around half of major kitchen remodels cost on resale, and that is on average. What usually works best? Painting existing cabinets in neutral tones, updating hardware and lighting, maybe new countertops in a mid-range that is widely liked. 8K investment and 80% ROI. What buyers think? Updated, not overdone. At number 2, spa-level luxury bathrooms in a mid-priced neighborhood. Rain shower, body jets, heated floors, custom tile niche, gorgeous. But if every other home in your neighborhood has a nice basic bathroom, buyers see your spa as a nice bonus, not a reason to pay $30,000 more. Major bathroom remodels tend to recover around 40 to 50% of their cost at resale. If you are planning to stay and enjoy that spa for 10 years, that is other thing. But if you are doing it a year before listing because someone on the internet said bathrooms sell houses, that's where I start waving my red flag. Instead, I usually recommend fresh grout and caulking, a new vanity and modern light fixtures, a clean neutral shower curtain or glass door. Those are bathroom upgrades that make buyers feel, this is clean and updated without blowing your budget. At number 3, removing a bedroom, dining room or other traditional space. This is a big one. I have seen people combine 2 bedrooms into one giant primary retreat or turn a formal dining room into a permanent office built-in situation. It might fit your lifestyle, but when we go to sell, you have just shrunk your buyer pool. Buyers shop by bedroom count and usable spaces. If your home shows as a 3-bedroom instead of a 4-bedroom because you removed a wall, you can lose far more value than cost of that renovation. Same with extreme conversions, turning the garage into a gym or extra bedroom, completely closing an open loft so it's an awkward extra room. It might work for you, but it will not appeal majority of the buyers. One of my buyers once told me, I love the size of this house, but I really need that 4th bedroom back. I don't want to start construction the day I move in. And they offered less because of the work they have had to do, not more because of the seller's upgrades. Number 4, big home additions right before selling, not worth it. Adding square footage sounds like a slam dunk, but the math rarely works if you are doing it purely for resale. Mid-range primary suite or bathroom additions often recoup only 22 to 30% of their cost on resale and sometimes less. Plus, additions can create other issues. They may not match the neighborhood style. They can mess up the flow of the floor plan. If permits aren't done correctly, buyers and appraisers get nervous. If you are thinking of adding on, do it because you need the space and plan to stay several years. For a pre-sale boost, it's usually smarter to make your existing square footage shine. Fix layout bottlenecks, clean up storage and improve light. At number 5, high maintenance over design landscaping. Who would have thought? Curb appeal is important, but there's a difference between fresh mulch and a $40,000 custom outdoor paradise. Elaborate hardscaping, koi ponds, complex water features and expensive outdoor kitchen often don't return what you put in when you sell. When buyers look at it, buyers often like neat, green and low maintenance. When they see a yard that looks like it needs a full-time gardener, they start mentally subtracting the money for the work and upkeep. Instead, clean the yard, trim trees and refresh mulch. Add simple hardy plants that look good year-round here in the Puget Sound. Power wash baths and decks. On one of my showing with lavish backyard, you know what my buyer said? Neelam, I love the house, But that pond and all those stone paths stress me out just looking at them. Trust me, it's not the reaction you want when you have just spent a small fortune outside. At 6th spot, super specific luxury finishes that scream your personality. Think gold everything, patterned cement tiles everywhere, very dark paint, neon feature walls, expensive wallpapers, built-in wine rooms in an otherwise normal suburban house. These things photograph beautifully, and there is a buyer who might love them. But for most buyers, they are mentally calculating how much will it cost to tone this down. Upgrades that usually perform better: neutral, timeless flooring, simple light fixtures with modern feel, a couple of fun removable decor pieces instead of permanent installations. If your goal is resale, think model home neutral, not Instagram influencer home. At 7th spot is the wrong flooring upgrades. Ripping out perfectly good hardware to install trendy new flooring right before selling? Stop. Usually it's a waste. Recarpeting a whole house is cheap. All over carpet instead of focusing on key worn out areas, almost not great. What buyers really react to is clean, well-maintained floors, consistent flooring from room to room so the home feels cohesive. Often the best pre-sale approach is to professionally clean existing carpet, refinish hardwood if it's badly scratched in high traffic areas, replace only the truly worn spaces with mid-range durable options. You don't need to chase every flooring trend on the Instagram to get strong offers. Number 8, unpermitted or very DIY projects. This is the one that looks great in photos, and then during inspection everyone starts to panic. I'm talking about garage conversions without permits, basement finishes done without inspections, or additions built by a guy who knows construction. Buyers worry about safety, insurance and future resale, and appraisers may not even count unpermitted square footage. That means you spend money on space you cannot fully capitalize on when you sell. If you have already done one of these, don't panic, just be ready. Gather any documentation you do have. Consider cleaning it up so it shows as flexible space rather than bedroom or living area. Price the home based on permitted usable square footage, not what you wish it was worth it. What to do instead? So what should you spend money on before selling? Based on what I see buyers react to, your money is usually better spent on deep cleaning and decluttering, fresh neutral paint, basic repairs, leaky faucets, loose railings, burned out lights, simple curb appeal, mowing, trimming, mulch and a tidy entry. These aren't glamorous, but they help your home feel move-in ready, which is what most buyers actually want. If you are in Seattle or East Side area and you are not sure where to start, I offer a pre-listing walkthrough where we go room by room and I tell you exactly what to skip and what to prioritize for your price point and neighborhood. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe and share this with a friend who's talking about doing a giant remodel before selling. You might save them a lot of stress and money. Tell me in the comments what's one project you're planning that you are now rethinking, and what's one upgrade you did in a past house that you regret financially. If you are in Sammamish, Redmond, Bellevue, Kirkland, Bothell, anywhere in Seattle Metro and you are thinking about selling in near future, I'm happy to walk through your home with you and give you a custom do this, skip that list. And if you haven't watched it yet, go check my video on upgrades that actually increase your home value. That one is all about the smart project that buyers do pay extra for. See you in the next one.